Hey guys, welcome to the Hotspot Hangout this week. We are joined today by a friend from China. I'll tell you a little more about him in just a minute, but we are glad you're here with us today to share in his success, and hopefully it will encourage you along your road to weight loss and the journey, because he's definitely been on a journey. It hasn't been an easy road always, and it hasn't been just straight weight loss, constantly. So I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about that in just a few minutes. But be sure to comment in the area below and tell us that, who you are, where you're from, that you can hear us loud and clear, and ask any questions. We'll be happy to answer them during or afterwards, whichever we have time for. Also, we've got some green buttons there. If you're ready to get started with Plexus after hearing his story, you can click on the button to purchase that. It'll go straight to your ambassador's website, so they will get all of the credit for it. Or there's a button where you can get more information, or there's one final button in the center that says be informed or find out about these hangouts. We do these weekly, but if you want to be reminded of it, click on that button, join the event, and that way you get those updates on a weekly basis. Also up at the top there is a like button. Make sure that you like this page, hover over that like, and click on get notifications. That way you get updates from this person on a daily basis. There is constantly something changing on our pages, so that you may have a little tip that can keep you going on it. Again, this is the Hotspot Hangout. We're glad you're here. I am going to introduce now my co-anchor for this week, Mr. Dustin Doyle, all the way from China. How are you, Dustin?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Well, we're middle of the day here. What are you?
I should say ni hao.
Ni hao.
Yeah.
My knees are good.
Yeah, your knees are good. Yeah, it's 1:09 a.m. on Thursday here.
Yeah, so you're about 12 hours difference from us here in Central Time Zone.
So I'm way up past my bedtime, but it's okay.
Looking good though. Hey, let's just go from there.
Oh yeah, I'm full of energy. I'm like the bunny. I can just keep going.
Awesome. Well, Dustin, give us a little bit of background on you and where you started with your Plexus journey, and what kind of weight were you at when you started?
Yes. Well, first, I'm from Louisiana. 2 years ago, this June, I decided to make my little journey over to the big country of China. I was here for a year. I was working as an ESL teacher. I've enjoyed my first year here. I was a little bored. It's not much to do in my city. It's a third-tier city of about 4 million people, so it's way bigger than my small country town I come from. But one day I was on Facebook, and my upline, Sandra Delaney, posted something about Plexus, and I commented. I was always the type of person I would always comment and like, but I would never pursue the interest.
You're one of those.
In June, I was like, I need a hobby. I need something to pass my time because we have a lot of free time. So I contacted her, and I started my Plexus journey. I signed up as an ambassador on June 18th. So my 1 year anniversary is coming up. But I didn't start until June 28th. My roommate was coming from Ohio, and she brought my products over. And I told her before she left for the States to put the products in a easy area that we can find when she gets here, because I'm starting as soon as I meet her. So I actually started my Plexus journey on a train from Beijing to my city. That's how I got started. I started off at 327.8 pounds. For a long time I never posted my weight on Facebook, not because I was ashamed of it, just because I wanted to surprise people if Plexus worked. I had no idea if Plexus was going to work or not. I tried it once before, I think when it first came out, but no one told me how to take it properly. So, I was just taking it in a bottle of water, and I was still drinking Cokes and candy and chips all day, But I started on June 28th. Sandra was, gave me the full lowdown on how to take it, the steps. Um, I started just as an ambassador, but I bought in for wholesale pricing because I'm in China. I never thought in a million years that I would be selling from China. So I just signed up as an ambassador for the wholesale pricing, and the first month I decided not to change any eating habits, no exercising, change nothing because if this did work, I wanted to show people that Plexus does work without any changes. Because people make excuses all the time. My kids have baseball practice late at night. I work late shifts. I don't eat breakfast. And so, not that I have kids, but I do work late shifts, finishing around 8 o'clock at night. So we were eating, 9, 10 o'clock at night. I wasn't eating breakfast. I was just taking my Slim and accelerator. At the time, it was the old accelerator. For the first 2 months, no changes. I lost 26 pounds to 25 inches the first 2 months. So it was pretty exciting. Then I decided the third month to add in some BioCleanse and ProBio. I didn't have Candida yeast when I started, but I decided to add it for the other extra benefits. The brain fog, the sugar cravings,
right.
The clear mind thinking. I need it because I'm very easily distracted. So I added those in. And then I decided to change my regimen up. I would take 2 ProBio in the morning, 2 at night. I would take 3 BioCleanse in the morning and 3 at night, and then I still did my Slim and accelerator. So I did that the third month. I only lost 10 pounds, but I lost
only 10.
Only 10. So so at this point I'm down to like 35 pounds, but I also lost I think it was 15 inches though. It was a tremendous amount of inches. That's what shocked me the most is inches. Like the inches fall off. Even to today. Like I went to the gym, and the cleaning lady was like, "Wow, you are thinner from over the weekend." And I'm like, "It's crazy." I don't ever notice it, but people do. But the fourth month, I'm like, okay. I messaged Sandra. I'm like, what else can I add? I want to try everything. This stuff is working. So I added the X Factor, and then you talk about X Factor and the old accelerator. I was sky high for the whole day. And then I started sleeping well at night. The fourth month, I don't really remember at the time. I pretty much stayed between the 10 and 15 pound range every month. Then I set goals. I'm a goal setter. I believe in setting goals along the way. So by this point, I'm like, okay, this is about the 10th week of my Plexus journey. About to head into my 4th month. I decided to start changing my eating habits. Plexus was working without changing, but imagine what it could do if you did change. So I started changing slowly. Nothing drastically. I just slowly, started cutting the Cokes back, started cutting the juice back, the sweets, the, junk food, anything processed and white. I started cutting back slowly. And of course, in China, every meal comes with rice. Like they believe in rice over here. So I'm like, this is just like the South,
Right.
So I'm like, So I started slowly cutting back. And the Plexus helps you with your appetite, and it's helped me control my appetite, eating less, and as you lose weight and you start, gaining control over what you eat, your stomach shrinks.
Right.
And then when you start eliminating these foods, you don't crave them as much anymore.
Okay, let me recap. You are in your 4th month, and you're on Slim, the old accelerator, BioCleanse, ProBio, and X Factor. Is that right?
Yeah, all 5. The Fab 5.
The Fab 5.
Yeah. And then I just slowly started changing, like my dietary habits and stuff. And I did start going to the gym. By this time, it was getting closer to winter, so it was getting a little cold. But all I was doing.
Let me ask you this: before Would you have even considered going to the gym? Did you have the energy to go to the gym before you
Oh, God.
lost this?
No, I was before Plexus for my first year in China. Even before then, it was basically work, go home, visit people. Like the gym was never in my vocabulary. I did do the Biggest Loser before at the local gym 2 years in a row. Um, I did it faithfully, but it's because everybody else was doing it. Like you had friends, we were a team. Did I have the energy back then to do it? Oh no. Like it was you had to almost drag me there. It was so. But now you can't keep me out of the gym. But yeah, month 4, like I started going to the gym, just walking. I couldn't run. There's no way possible. It was hard enough going up and down the stairs. Um, so but I had goals though. Like my one of my mottos is, if you see it, you say it, you think it, you believe it. So I had my goals posted around my home, like either on my mirror or my door. So every time I see my goal, whether it was 10 pounds this month or, my big goal, my first big goal was 60 pounds by December 30th. That's when I was coming home for 2 weeks. So that was my first big goal. I actually hit that goal at Thanksgiving, a month before.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I went home. December was what? July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months into Plexus, I was down 72 pounds when I came home in December.
Awesome. That is amazing just to do it in that amount of time. And the majority of that time was just on the products. You hadn't changed anything. You had proven that you could do it without changing anything.
Yeah, still to this point, I was slowly just changing my dietary
Hmm.
habits. About month 5, I started not eating after 5 o'clock. That was my biggest change along the journey. My first really big change, because most weight loss doctors will tell you no eating or drinking after 5 or 6 o'clock if you want to lose weight. Um, the first couple of days it was kind of rough. Your stomach kind of growls at night, but I'd just go grab a glass of water and take a drink out of it. I'd be good. That's that. But it helped me learn to go to bed early. Because I'm a night owl. I work better at night. But now that Plexus is in my system, the products are working. My lifestyle has completely changed. I am definitely a morning person now. So my life has turned around completely. Like I look forward to waking up in the morning, but I'll get to that later on why I like to wake up in the morning so early. Uh, but yeah, like that was my biggest drastic change was not eating after 5 o'clock.
So sometime then around when you came home, you we released the new Accelerator Plus, and you started that then, right?
Yeah, I started a new Accelerator Plus, and I plateaued. Oh, actually, I gained first. I gained around 10 pounds, and then I plateaued for 7 weeks. 7 weeks. That was the most miserable 7 weeks of my life. I just knew I was gaining this weight back, but I stayed true to the course. I didn't give up. Um, I was looking. I track my weight daily. People kind of frown on weighing daily, but I track my weight every single day. For the reason of is because I don't count calories.
Right.
But I'll explain why I will start counting calories later. But right now, I still don't count calories. For the fact is because I don't want to worry about food because I don't need that stress of worrying,
Right.
of have I reached my calorie intake for the day? Am I under? Am I over? So I know what I eat. I'm a boring person when it comes to eating now. I eat the same thing over and over and over again. So I pretty much know what I do. And if I eat something out of the ordinary, then I know if my weight is up, that's what it was. So it's time to eliminate that out of the category. But yeah, I plateaued. But I changed up the way I take my products. A thing that went around Facebook at the time was mixing the accelerators in with this Warm Slim. Um,
Right.
I did not do that. I started mixing my X Factor in with my Slim, and I still drink my Slim warm. I have not drank a cold Slim since probably December when I plateaued. I only drink warm Slim. Like I use hot coffee water. I pour it into my Slim, mix it together, and then I put an ice cube in to cool it off. It's strange, but hey, you can't fix anything that's not broken. You know, until I plateau again, or if I gain weight, I will always drink my Slim warm. Um, you know, but I don't mix anything in it anymore. But at the time, I was trying to figure out another routine of how I can go get over this plateau without taking a break or stopping the products. So as soon as I got over the plateau, I quit taking the X Factor in my Slim. I started back normally. The only thing that I've done differently up to this last month was after the third month, the third month I introduced the Bio Cleanse and Pro Bio. I was taking the Pro Bio at night. That was the only time I took it at night. From the fourth month on, I've always taken 2 Pro Bio in the morning. Always, never at night. Until this month, I started taking my Pro Bio at night, just to change it up.
I was gonna say, was there a reason why you changed, or?
I like change. I want to keep my body in shock, so I want my body always thinking something different, you know. So that no plateau, no nothing. I did start back on the old accelerator. I do have 2 bottles left. I commented on Facebook. I made a post. Old accelerator, new accelerator. Should I take it? Should I not take it? And people were like, you know, if it's not broke, don't change it. Don't try to fix it. But I'm like, I'm jealous of everybody on this new product, you know. So I'm like, all this energy and da 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 da. I'm like, I want some. Like,
I don't know if we're gonna be able to stand you on the new product. You know, with the amount of energy.
I have 12 bottles waiting for me at home. So I yes.
7 days. 7 days, Dustin.
I fly home Sunday night. Monday night.
Okay.
Monday. I'll be in Louisiana Monday at 9:30 p.m. So Tuesday I will have that new product in my system. So I hope my Plexus friends are ready for me at convention. But yeah, I don't. I changed it up just because, like I said, I just want to keep things different. I keep track of everything that I do. But along the way, I decided after I got back from home, my trip home, I decided I was a member of the gym here, but I decided to get a personal trainer because not only now have I changed my diet, what if I add exercise in? What will happen? And the results have been out of this world, mind-blowing. You know, I still sometimes have to pinch myself to make sure that I'm not dreaming because I've really, truly have turned my dream into a reality. You know, like 10 months ago, I was thinking of like where was my new city going to be after my second year in China, you know? Now I'm thinking how many cities I can reach in America when I move back this fall. You know, whether it's promoting Plexus, you know, attending someone's meeting as a guest speaker, whether it's motivating high school kids or kindergarten kids in a PE classroom, you know. I feel, you know, that I've been an educator, you know, since I graduated high school, but now I feel that my passion is to help motivate people and help them change their lifestyle and to get healthier along with me. You know, at this point in time, I'm not saying how much weight I've lost, but I have lost well over 100 pounds. My 11th month is May 28th. So at convention, I will be announcing my my new weight loss total and new photos. So be expecting that. I can say I will give you this. I'm nearing the 100 pound area. So I'm about to break the 100 pound. Not 100 pound. What is it going to be called? I'm about to be in the 100s. So I'm no longer in the 200s before, you know. So I'm working towards the 100s right now. I don't have a goal weight. People ask me that all the time. What's your goal weight? I don't know. I'm happy with what I weigh right now. I can't tell you the last time I ever weighed this. I think I was born this weight. So,
So you made it back to your birth weight.
yeah, I think that's my birth weight. No, seriously. I've been big most of my life. Well, not most, all. So I've worn the same size clothes, since high school. I've been in a 2X, and then I've probably been in a 40 to 44 pants since high school. Even in college, I just sort of kept gaining weight. So now, a funny story. I just went to Beijing for the May holiday, and I've been posting on Facebook like I'm a size 34 pants. I went from a 44 to a 34. So I go to American Eagle. I want some new clothes. This girl's helping me. I try on the 34s, and they're too big. So I take them off. I'm so excited. I take them off, and I still have my shirt on, obviously, but I open the door to the dressing room just with my boxers on, not thinking. I was so excited, running out to go find another pair of shorts. This poor Chinese girl was laughing so hard. I think she almost peed in her pants because I was so excited. The whole store was looking at me, and then I realized at the point that I was outside my dressing room because I'm used to going shopping with my mom or someone that I'll holler, hey, go get me another size. I need a bigger size, but now I need a smaller size. So it's this is a completely different change,
Right.
I think by the time I come home to convention, I'll be in a 32. Right now I'm in 33s. So I went from a 44 to a 33. So that's pretty exciting. And now I went from a 2X shirt to larges. I'm in large shirts now.
That's incredible. Absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. And thanks for branding us as the crazy Americans, running around stores in their boxers.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure if she could put this on YouTube, it would probably been on YouTube because it was worth it. But so I started going to the gym, and I hired a personal trainer because I wanted to learn to do things correctly. I didn't want to just go to the gym and of course, do the exercises or the weights because if you don't do them correctly, you're not actually working out your target muscle areas. So I hired for a trainer. I go 5 days a week at the time, 5 days a week with a trainer. And of course it's a language barrier. So at the time, my first trainer did not speak any English. So it was basically iPad, Google Translate the whole time. He would demonstrate what to do, and then he would correct my posture along the way, And then I taught him to count in English because if I try to focus and they're counting in Chinese, then I get thrown off because I'm trying to put the two numbers together in my head to see what number he's at,
Right.
I'm trying to breathe. I'm breathing hard over here, So I'm a gym rat or gym nut, whichever one you want to call me. I literally wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, ready to go to the gym every single day. Right now I have about 5 to 6 personal trainers at my gym. They all come on board to help me. All I did was show them my before picture and my after picture, and they have almost been over backwards to help me any way possible. That's been a blessing, and they're free, so I don't pay anything for them. But I'm also helping them bring in new customers because the people in the gym see me working so hard and they've seen me lose so much weight. They've actually built their customer base up because of me. So I'm excited. I'm excited for them. So they're actually getting pretty busy now. So then I decided. This was probably about 2.5 months ago. I decided to become a certified personal trainer through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So I signed up for the course. I am now 2 weeks away to being actually internationally certified as well. Since I live in China, I will actually be an internationally certified personal trainer. I can work in Europe as well. So who knows? I might wind up in Europe. No,
Pretty
I'm coming.
sweet.
I'm
Pretty
coming back
sweet
to.
deal.
But recently, as of today, I signed up to be a weight loss specialist along with a fitness nutrition specialist. So I will actually be adding these two certifications to my resume before I come back home. I'm moving home in the fall. I can't give a date yet because everyone's anxiously waiting to hear my date when I'm coming back. I promised everybody in May, and then I signed up for this personal training course, and you have to be out of the country to be internationally certified for the course that I signed up for. So I have to finish the course overseas. But 10 months ago, I never even imagined being in the gym twice a day now, much less being a certified personal trainer, much less having a Facebook following of probably over 5,000 people. I have people asking me all the time, friend requests or messaging me. If I put my photo on Facebook, it goes viral. My 10-month photo was just on my page alone was shared over 100 times. That's not counting, if you shared it, who else shared, has shared it off your page. And then the messages that come in, like from ambassadors, from other downlines, from customers. I message everyone back, because I'm passionate not only about Plexus but about getting healthy. If my story can inspire one person, then I feel I've accomplished my goal for the day. Because I pray every day that God would send me someone to talk to about Plexus, whether it's someone to join my downline, someone to purchase from me, or someone from another downline, or a potential customer for someone else, just so I can share my story. Because everyone has struggles. Everyone the journey has not been easy. I'm tempted all the time, to eat these.
Well, with you saying that, being tempted, you actually you work in cheat days during the week, right?
Yes, I have treat yourself day. I have treat yourself day. I try to eat what I kind of craved for the week, but I really don't have any cravings anymore. So basically now it's going out to have some type of Chinese food, because Chinese food's high in MSG. So I try to stay away from Chinese food. And of course, when you go out to eat, you don't know what you're putting in your body. So it's better to cook at home, because then you know what you're putting in your body and you know that it's healthy. Now, it's treat yourself day. So sometimes I still have that chocolate chocolate sundae from KFC mixed with some Oreos. I'll have that can of Coke. I limit myself to a can of Coke, but half the time I can't even drink all of it. I don't want it. And then, like even on my treat yourself days, it's like, man, I've worked out so hard for these past 5 or 6 days, and then I put this junk in my mouth, and it's like, did you really need it, or was it a need or was it a want? And obviously it was a want, because the stuff you don't need in your body anyway.
And that's important too, though, to keep you from feeling like you're not being deprived. Don't you? Would you agree?
Yeah. Like I highly stress, and I tell everyone to have a treat yourself day. Some people kind of frown upon it, as these cheat meals. But you just don't indulge yourself. Still use self-control. Portion it. Don't overindulge and sit there and eat the whole box of Oreos.
Yeah, and that's, I think, the important thing is you can give yourself something that you want, but don't go crazy and go overboard and eat the whole pack of Oreo cookies, right?
Yeah, like tonight, I've been craving chips and salsa. I want some Mexican food so bad. So I hope when I come to Dallas that someone is graciously enough and kind that wants to treat me to some Mexican food. I'll pay for it. You just take me there. Like, I just want Mexican food. No, I've been craving chips and salsa. So tonight I went to the German store, that has chips and salsa, and bought me some chips and salsa and brought it back home, and that's what I had for dinner tonight. So today was my treat yourself day. But I'm looking forward to coming home for a week, for the convention as well. It will be treat yourself day for the next 7 days when I'm home.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I love Mexican food, so we'll get together and do dinner one night. I've got a friend who lives in Dallas, so I'll get her to tell me where a good place is.
And then and especially at the winter's dinner, I'm going to, and then the dessert reception or something afterwards. I cannot wait for that one. I hope they have cheesecake. Or even brownie. I'll take brownies, But yeah, just it's been a fun journey. I've come in contact with so many different people. I've had people send me messages that's brought me into tears. Like how they wanted to give up, but because of my story, it's motivated them and inspired them to continue their journey. Because people have hit plateaus. People have said the products haven't worked. For them, they've been on it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But then they messaged me, and I'm no guru on Plexus products by no means. Like I only suggest what's worked for me. I tell them, and then I ask them some questions, and it's like, look, I'm gonna check back in with you in a week, 2 weeks, and half of the people are not even part of my team or my customers, but I get so worked up and of helping these people, and then when they message me back later and say, I've succeeded, I have gotten over my plateau, I have dropped my first pound, that's really exciting, I've shed many tears through messages and emails because it's a great social media has good and bad things, but for me it's been nothing but good, because God's blessed me beyond my wildest imagination, that I sometimes words can't even just describe how much my life has changed over the past 10 months. Just helping people. I'm just, my passion. I get chills right now thinking about it. I could probably cry thinking, just being passionate. Because people, you never know what people are facing. You never know, like their struggles they're going through, their issues, and I've had some stories that will blow your mind. That people have sent me, and it's like, wow, like you think you have it bad. And then you talk to these people, and then it's like, it kind of puts you back in perspective, So that's why I've decided to become a personal trainer and add these other certifications in. I'm actually in the process of creating my own website. Well, I'm not creating it. I'm paying someone to do it for me because I'm not tech savvy. But I'm, going to be launching this new website the week of convention with a lot of details, nutritional tips, recipes, workouts, exercise, everything. I'm going to start having my own blog because I think I found my niche in life. I'm also looking into becoming a dietitian or nutritionist when I move back. So I'm still kind of up in the air about that right now, but I'm looking into some tools.
So to say the least, Plexus has changed your life in numerous ways. Everything from weight loss and health to energy and a new career path.
Oh yeah. I mean, without Plexus, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. I would still be on the same path. Right now, I would probably still be watching some Netflix TV show or Hulu TV show, staying up late, snacking because I'm bored, But now I use my boredom to educate people on getting healthy, I'm never bored now. Trust me. I can't even keep up with what I have going on now. I have these, this challenge going on. I have another one starting up. So there's no time, to be bored here anymore. So it's constant work. But I learn. As I do this, I'm learning new stuff every day. And I'm just building my knowledge base up more. So when I get back, I'm bringing my game to a whole nother level. Is what I said. That's what I've been saying. Like it's going to be, completely different. One of my other big goals, what I had, was losing 100 pounds before convention. So
did that.
I actually did that I actually did it on my 9th month, which was, I forgot. So 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Almost. Yeah. Almost 2 months ago. And that was my 100 pounds was by convention. So I'm about to surpass that. And next month is my 1-year anniversary with Plexus. So I have another big goal to reach for it. And by the way, I've lost, I'm not telling how many inches I've lost now, the new total, but I am over 80 inches lost combined.
Amazing. Well, listen, I need to wrap this thing up. You are such an inspiration. I'm so glad, so glad that we became Facebook friends.
And I met you in Florida.
I know, you met me in Florida in January while you were home, and then you did the virtual summit with me in February, and here you are again. I can't wait to see you in Dallas. Introduce you to my husband so you can maybe inspire him to lose a little more weight. Not sure that we'll get him in the gym, but that would be cool if we could.
Anybody's going to be at the Omni. We will be having some morning workouts, so be ready. So I'm looking forward to that. A few people have messaged me, so be looking for the announcement. We will be in the Omni Resort working out early in the morning, probably 5 a.m., because it's going to be some long days. We need to have our energy going and metabolism up and ready for all this nice food we'll be eating.
That's right, all the wonderful food, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you, Dustin. You are an inspiration to so many people. I know this is gonna be inspiring to them even today, and I can't wait to hear your announcement at convention. So thank you again for joining us here on the Hotspot Hangout this week.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in a week.
In a week from today.
Yes, I'm so excited. God bless everyone, and looking forward to meeting anyone that's in Dallas. Look for me at the Omni Resort.
Awesome. Thanks, Dustin. Again, everybody, if this has inspired you to start your own Plexus journey, the buttons below are there to help you. Click on what you need. Your ambassador will get back with you. Make sure that you ask them everything that you need to and get started on this journey right away. It has been, as you can tell by Dustin, and I'll tell you for myself, it has been the easiest, funnest journey, even with the ups and downs, that I have ever been on. So thank you guys again for joining us. Have a great week.